Well, hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot. Today we're going to do a Easter pastel design, and this is a collaboration with the lovely Sarah Burchett. I will leave a link to her channel below. I'm sure you are all already subscribed because she is amazing. I always remember when I think of Sarah, she come back from her operation, she was doing it on a dining room table. And now she's all set up in a garden, her own studio, teacher. That lady's got it all going on. So, to the nails, let's have a look. What are we doing? I have gone in with Slush Fairy on the little finger. And I've faded that up. I'm going to leave that to set. And then I'm going to do... It's marble effect, but I'm not doing it in the usual way that I would do a marble. Now I'm using about 6 or 7 different CJP colours here, so I will list everything below as always. But I'm going in with small beads, they're not wet, and I'm going for like a patchwork quilt really, for want of another word. And I want it all to be all different colours. So the blue is robin's egg. That is soft lemon, the pink is fleur, the peach is Arabian silk. I also come in with lilac luster and apple shine. What I'm doing is placing them on next to each other so they run slightly into each other. As you can see, they're not running down the nail, they're not of that sort of consistency, they're a medium, so that they are blending nicely. Now I come in with like a fleur, I think it is, just to try and break up that line between Arabian silk and robin's egg there. And what I'll do is press that lightly together with my brush, checking the sides all the time, trying to keep my shape. Then what I'm going to do is come in with Beautiful, which is a pre-mixed acrylic glitter from CJP, and that means that there's a glitter with acrylic already in it. So what I need to do is pick up my monomer in my brush and then dab straight into this beautiful glitter and pop it where I want it, very gently on the nail. Leaving that set up, I'm going to do exactly the same on the little finger at the tip area. I'm going to come in with all those colours, dab them together, get like a pastel patchwork quilt going on just in that tip area. So there's apple shine, robin's egg, fleur there. Just going to lay that down on the tip. A little bit of soft lemon, Arabian silk, pat that all in, and then I'm going to come in with Beautiful again, and I'm going to put it along the line at a slight diagonal where that marble meets the core powder. So I'm just going to manoeuvre that exactly where I want it. So slightly round that top right of the cuticle area, up between those two colours in a slight diagonal. Take off any excess there. And that's it. I am going to leave that to set in a minute when I've finished faffing. Oh wow, Trey, look at you. Just can't help yourself, can you? A bit of glitter and smush it all over that nail. So when I've finished faffing, I will move on, I promise. So here I am going to do a full nail of robin's egg. Now I was thinking on this one I could go for like the speckled egg look. So you know the mini eggs, and it's like a bold colour with specks of gold on it. So that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to cover the nail fully in Robin's Egg and put a layer of that down. I can't actually see what I'm doing. The recording bar's like smashed straight across the nail here. How rude. And then what I'm going to do is come in with a raw glitter, and I am going to put it on my brush, just pick it up raw. And because the acrylic on the nail is wet, I can actually tap that into the wet glitter. Now this glitter is all sorts of like shaped, holographic, metallic dots. I just love it. I just love it. It's from the Glitter Nail Angels and it's called Pandora's Box, and I thought this would be perfect for that speckled egg sort of look because it's got lots of different sized dots. I can move it around. I'm just picking it up with the tip of my brush so that it's not too many, and just patting that into that wet acrylic. So I'm going to tap that all in. I'm not quite happy with that one at the bottom there, so I am going to take that off. And then what I will do is leave that to set before going in on the final finger here, which is the pointer finger. I'm going to do exactly the same as I have on the ring finger, putting down these beads of coloured acrylics. Put that near the cuticle, make sure that's nice and neat before I move on. So tuck that in, blend the front of those beads forward slightly so I don't get any harsh lines. And then what I'm going to do is continue this patchwork marble effect that I'm going for using all the different colours. So that one's Robin and Zeg. Then I come in with Fleur, which is the beautiful pink, Arabian Silk, so on and so forth. I will add these colours exactly the same as before, and then go in with Beautiful, which is the pre-mixed glitter acrylic from CJP, and I will put that along this marbled effect nail, and then that will be this finished. Then what I will do is clear cap all of these nails, file and buff them off screen. This is a really long video with having the nail art, so I haven't left that in today. So I'll just let you watch because soon we'll be doing the good stuff. So we're going to be using these little beauties here for the next bit, and this is going to be the 3D nail art that I'm going to put on these nails. So the first thing I need to do is top coat all 4 nails with CJP Tack Free Top Gloss. I will put that in the LED light for a full cure, which is 60 seconds in this case. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those shimmers on those colours, that beautiful glitter. So watch the edges as always, take that off, cure it, and then we're going to come in with the first bit of the 3D. Now I've never done this before. If anybody's watching my channel, you'll know that this year I'm practicing my 3D work because I'm rubbish. So what I'm doing here, first I put it on and I thought, you know, I'd do a round bunny paw print, and I thought, well, they're not round, they're like elongated and a bit bulbous at the front, and you know, so that's, I put it in more of an oblong shape and make it a bit more bulbous at the front and a bit more narrow at the back. So I put 2 of those in, one large and one small. So I put the acrylic down. This is sped up because otherwise, you know, you could practically go and have a nap and come back and I'd still be doing it. So I have sped this up because, like I said, that I am working on my 3D work. That's something I'll need to improve on this year. So where I can, this is what we're doing. So again, I'm just doing that shape, working it with my brush. I'm using a 3D Kylie Weary brush here. Now on the big one I came in with 3 small beads, so I'll just pop them on, and this is going to be like the actual front paw, if you like. And then I thought to myself, you know, I'm making hard work for myself here. Maybe there's a simpler way to do it. So this is what you can see me doing here, putting on the beads, getting them where I want them roughly, and then building it up. Instead of going in with a big bead, I go in with smaller beads. Remember, I'm learning. Go in with the smaller beads, place them where I want them roughly, and then go in with a bigger bead, you know, just to build it up. So when I'm happy with that shape, then I'm going to go on to the front paw. I did say when I'm happy with that shape, didn't I? So anyway, I'm trying to get that foot sort of shape a bit more defined. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm just blending the front into the back bead there. Then I come in with the bead on the smaller paw, and I'm thinking, I start with the ball, and then I think, no, actually, what if I do like a line and then indent it with the tip of my brush? So I try a different way here, and I actually like this way better. So if you were going to do this at home, don't do what I did on the back paw, it's just a ball ache. Do what I do on the front paw. I basically put a line like a row and then indent it with my brush. You can see exactly what I'm doing here, and it blends better. So I'm just getting those paw shapes more defined. And then if I need a little bit more to enhance that, you know, the ball sort of shape for the paw right at the front, you can always come back in with smaller beads, which is what I've done here. But I found the front paw easier than I did the back. So while the front paw's setting up, I'm then going to put a little bit of acrylic detail on the paw. So I'm going to do the pads. So I'll come in with Old Dolly from CJP. The white is Snow White from CJP because I want a bright white for this beautiful little bunny. So I'm going to put the little pads both on the ball of his foot and the front paws. What this will do is just add a little bit of detail so that you know what it is really, because otherwise it just looks like a blob of white, doesn't it? So that's what I'm doing, and I'll do that on the front paw, and then I will do it on the back. So me and Sarah have been chatting for a few weeks, and we were talking about doing a design, but I'd got holiday planned. So I said to her, can we wait till I get back off holiday? And she's like, you know, remind me. She says, because I'm rubbish. She says, but please remind me. So I got back in touch when I got back from my little hollybobs, and we agreed to do a Easter design. So go and check out what she's done. I'm sure hers will be fabulous. At this stage, I do not know what she's done. She told me she'd planned it, she got it all ready, and she was ready to rock and roll. She was so much more organised than I was. I said to her, I'm going to have to pull my finger out then, aren't I? So anyway, I will leave a link up here. Go and check out what she's done. And I'll put the details of her YouTube channel below, as I always do when I do collabs. So once I've finished with the paws, I'm then going to do a little bit of a carrot. I know, check me out. I'm proper pushing the boundaries of my limits on this nail art rubbish, aren't I? So here I am going in with, I believe this is Coral Sparkle from CJP and Seafoam. Just put a ball of that down, put it into like a triangle shape for the carrot, and then do the little bunch of green at the top, and then I'll do another one exactly the same at the bottom of the nail. Then this will be this nail finished. Thank the Lord for that, because let me tell you, it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. I should have just drawn it on, shouldn't I? But this is a nail art channel, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn. So I got this idea from, I can't remember if it was Pinterest or Instagram, but I have been searching for Easter designs. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So if I saw pictures with bunnies on, I saw chicks, I saw all sorts, and I did see one with carrots, and then separately I saw one with paws. So I did get this off one of those social sites, got all the ideas from there. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do a bunny. I'm just going to do his face. That was enough. So, start with Snow White, CJP, pick a small ball up, put it into a circle, and then what I'm going to do is actually blend the sides down. So I'll get my circle first, then I'll push that down gently on each side, blend that in, but still keeping that circular shape. But I want it to go round with the nail. I didn't want it protruding at all. So I'm just going to do that. Next I'm going to come in with a small bead, exactly the same, and I'm going to try the ear. So I put it on, wait a little bit. This is sped up because honestly it took ages. And there we go, so just shape that ear. I wasn't looking for perfect. Good job really, isn't it? I just wanted like an ear shape. I was really quite happy with that. Next I'm going to do a floppy ear on the other side. I thought this would be easy, and it was. It really was. I know you'd think it wouldn't be, wouldn't you? But it was. So I put down the bead. It's not quite big enough, so I do have to get a little bit more. And I make like the bottom of the ear shape, and then at an angle as I bring it up for where it's going to flop over. I just need to define those ears a little bit more. So just poke my brush in there. Then I'm going to come in with the floppy bit, so I'll just pull that bead down, and I'm going to do like a rounded triangle. So I'm going to get it rounded at the top there, and then pull the rest of that bead into a nice point so it looks like a floppy ear. I think that's the best bit of this design. I liked it. It's the only bit that went right. Oh, a little bit too much there, so just chop that off. Then again I'm going to go in with Old Dolly, which is the beautiful pink from CJP, and I am going to pull that up into the ear for the inside, and then a little bit on the other ear just underneath that floppy bit again. Just a little bit of detail. Manoeuvre that bead where I want it. Make sure it's a nice shape. And then move on to the next bit, because we're about done now with the 3D. All I need is some puffy cheeks for the little rabbit. So a little dot on each side, small bead, really small. Make sure I keep it as a circle. Make sure it stays where I want it, control that bead. And then another one on the other side. And that's going to give me my two little puffy cheeks. Again, do exactly the same with the tip of my brush. I'm controlling that with the tip of my brush. A little bit too much there. I'm just faffing, that's all I'm doing here, guys. I want it to be right. So once I'm finished with that, and then coming in with the Artisan gel paints, a couple of whiskers on each side, 1, 2. Oh, I found this so hard, like trying to draw on such a tiny surface. As always, guys, when I'm doing gel paints, if I like it, zap it, get out my LED torch, just give it a few seconds. Then I'm going to come underneath. I'm using the black Artisan gel paint. Using the dotting tool, it's the bigger end of the dotting tool. I'm going to pop the 2 eyes. There's not quite enough paint on there. Don't want too much, but there was just a little bit too little. Just add a little bit more. I have the dotting tool, this is it. It's got a bigger end and a slightly smaller dot on the other end. I will flash cure this just a few seconds, 10 seconds, with my little LED torch, and I zap that. Then I go in with the white, and this is why I zap it. I put the white on and he looks boz-eyed. I'm like, no, come on, wipe it off. So I go in again. And I keep doing this because I'm not happy. I can't get it right. I don't like it at all. So I go in with a little bit of gel cleanse and I get rid of that. Anyway, once I am happy with that, I will give this a full cure in the lamp. And then, guys, that's the end of the video. So if you've made it this far, well done. Anyway, I really do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, I would love it if you would. Until next time, bye.